We think we've reached a point where we have a game changer for southeastern Connecticut. What we've established is a framework. It's a framework that will allow us to step off now and bring developers in and get them involved in what we think will be a world-class, as we already do, development on the other side of the river. Now, many of you have been aware of the ongoing work in MMCT to develop a third casino in the state of Connecticut, and that is absolutely not what this is. This is a non-gaming development that may have some entertainment capacity, but more importantly, it's going to reach out and touch the entire area and probably the entire state and help bring jobs and an increased economic stimulus to the area. The thing that Senator Blumenthal said during breakfast that I think we all need to keep in mind, he said as he returns to the state from D.C. where there's an awful lot of pessimism, we have to be mindful of the fact that sometimes we get down on ourselves, we're a little hard on ourselves, and we don't see the possibilities that are here in front of us. This is going to be a first-class development. I've been saying for some time that success begets success. When we won the gaming license in South Korea at Incheon, it opened incredible doors for us. Those doors are going to allow us to do some things here in southeastern Connecticut that the state's probably not seen lately. And so I can't get into the business development just yet, but as we go through the 180 days of this development that will go back before the town residents for a vote, you're going to hear some follow-on announcements that are going to get to the kinds of things that we're talking about, be it entertainment or otherwise. But I can promise you this, if what we have is any evidence, we do first-class, world-class business, and that's what we're going to bring onto this former state hospital property. Well, you've already seen, Doug, I think, in the paper, some of the framework, some of the things that are, Dave, I'm sorry, that are at play. We've talked about some business development, and we're talking about businesses that are the kinds of things that the state of Connecticut wants to be involved in. Look, what's going to happen as we proceed over these next 180 days is possibilities that we didn't even see as possibilities are going to come. The senator mentioned this morning that a $600 billion National Defense Authorization Act was just signed that will give more work to the subbase. It is likely, I can't prognosticate, but it is likely that there will be second-order effect on what we might be able to do with this land at Preston because of that. Well, there's a number of things that our guests are looking for so that they can have a more holistic experience, to take us outside of the demographic that we have now that's just the gamer. And so, possibly some outdoor adventure park development is at play. Maybe a synthetic ski slope that you won't have to go to Dubai for anymore, but you can come to southeastern Connecticut and ski year-round on a synthetic ski slope, those kinds of things. But again, I don't want anyone to get overly focused on thinking that this is about making the casino bigger and better. This is about other possibilities that could come on that ground, with business development being one of the tenets of what it is we wish to develop. We currently have conceptual plans for every part of the nearly 400 acres, making the best use of them dependent upon where they are, where the traffic is, where the suitable land is. I think I just named a couple of them, possibly a snow park, adventure park, glamour camping, potentially, business development, which I'd rather not get into the innards of what that might be at this time, and a number of other possibilities, all the way down to the lowest end of potentially some of our other non-gaming business diversification efforts that we have underway with restaurants. So it'll run the gamut.
So this could be residential, office, it could be everything?
Residential is also one of the conceptual components that we've been looking at, 55 and over, which has, I think, been a long-standing component of what development plans have looked like over the years over there.
Thinking of any kind of ferry transport?
So here's what I'd say as I answer all of these questions. Everyone that's lived in southeastern Connecticut for the last 20 years has already thought of all of the possible things that we might be able to do with this property. We are now in the position to help that happen because we are a first-class, world-class business with worldwide contacts that are going to help us achieve what we haven't been able to achieve yet here in the state of Connecticut.